So, today we are going to work on hips. My favorite. So, let's see, you're gonna need 2 blocks, a strap, and possibly we're gonna be working up towards pigeon pose and many variations. Pigeon pose looks like this, where you have one kind of shin across your body at the front and the other leg extended behind you. And for some of us, this can be uncomfortable, like in the knee, or maybe if your hips are really tight, or anybody else, if your knee is bothering you or your hips are just very tight, I'm going to ask you to grab a couch cushion, or maybe more than one couch cushion. Before my hip surgery, I had to prop myself up in pigeon pose. 1 block, and I'll show this again when we get there, but I just want to show you what you might need if you want to like run around the house and gather things. But it was like block, bolster, right? And then my shin, right, across like this. And you can even go higher, higher, higher until like you're just barely, right? And also, the closer your foot is to your body, the less torque there is on the knee. So when we get there, the other option is prop up the hip, be nice and high, and also have this foot closer in. So I'll show you from this angle. More like this, rather than straight across. This stretches the outer tissues of the knee, but if the knee is not happy, then oftentimes just bending it in, maybe even putting more like the top of the foot on the floor. We're gonna move in this a little bit, okay? So lean your weight onto your right sit bone and see if you can lift your left leg off the floor. Start to internally rotate from that leg, from that hip, and then set that thigh down, and here you are in kind of that shin box situation. Sit up nice and tall, and then try to return the way you came. Lean right, lift the left leg, try to return to Baddha Konasana. Pull the knees down towards the floor. Lean left, lift your right foot. Internally rotate from the hip, set the knee down, sit up nice and tall. If you need to support yourself with your hands, please do. But kind of the extra core challenge of not using the hands is kind of an interesting added layer of work. Lift the right knee, externally rotate, come back to Baddha Konasana. Let's do 1 more each side. Lean right, lift, internally rotate, set it down. Sit up tall, lean right, lift it, bring it back, pull the knees apart. Lean left, lift the right foot, internally rotate, set it down, sit up tall, lean left, lift the leg, bring it back, pull the knees down towards the floor. Okay, shake that out a little bit. Okay, we're gonna repeat that. So if your fingertips were on the floor, maybe try it without. If your fingertips were on the floor, I'd rather have you keep your fingertips on the floor and try this next variation. But if your hands are off the floor and you feel like you need to start using the floor, you can. Okay, I'm going to show you what we'll do. So it'll be starting in the same position. Lean right, lift the left foot. This time, internally rotate. You're going to start to lean out over your right leg and try to send your left leg as far back and as straight behind you as you can. So this is like pigeon-ish, okay? You can bring your fingertips down and roll to more like a full pigeon. And then set the right hip down, maybe lift the hands, try to lift the left leg, and bring it back to Baddha Konasana. Okay, we're going to do more detailed work in pigeon later, so this is just kind of introducing the shape into your brain. Okay, and then grab one of your blocks. Set the block outside your left foot. Bring the outside of your right foot to the block. Try to pull the right knee out to the right, pushing down into the outer edge of the right foot. Send the left knee forward. Do 3. Come down only as low as you want, as you feel comfortable. Keep pulling the right knee out to the right as you squat. Trying to keep your hip points facing forward. So do 3 like that. Add a block. Okie doke. Outer edge of your right foot to the block. Again, push into the outer edge of the right foot, almost like you could stand up on the blocks if you wanted to, okay? And then pull the right knee out to the right as you send the left knee forward. Come as low as you can, as low as you desire. Do 3 of them. Keep pushing into the outer edge of the right foot to keep the ankle and the knee happy. Okay, and again, try to send your chest past your shins. If you can forward fold over the shin, go ahead and do that. If you're up here, do you, okay? If you're forward folding over the shin, you're gonna wrap up your leg, like so. You're gonna wrap your left arm around your right foot and your right arm around your right knee, like this, okay? If you're up higher, you're just gonna hold on to the leg like so, okay? And then we're all going to stand up with it. So you may be here, holding like this, trying to pull the right knee up and push the right knee towards the floor, trying to really be strong and straight through the left leg, okay? If you're bound around the shin, you're coming up, you're trying to be really strong and straight through that left leg. Look, this is pigeon, again, this time, standing. More challenging on the standing leg, right? Try to think about sending your chest past your shin. Try to stand up a little taller. So you may be here, that's totally fine. You may be here, you may be way down here, all of it's good. One more breath. Okay, so hands to blocks or the floor. Square your hips with the short edge of your mat. And then pull your right shin towards your left knee. So just like you did in the lunge when you're pulling the right heel towards the left knee, pull the whole shin back on the mat and feel how that squares your hips. Okay. Then press down into your front shin. And then as if you could lift the front shin off the mat. Yes, it's an as if. So pull, just like we did in the lying down stretch. Pull the whole complex towards your belly button. Good. And then kind of relax the front leg. Not relax, but you know, have it less engaged. Drive the top of the left foot into the floor. Then what would it take to lift a straight left leg away from the floor? Feel your butt turn on. Okay, and then kind of release all of those isometrics and take 3 deep breaths.